What's up, YouTube? I'm back at you with another video. Just giving my halftime report of the Alabama versus Georgia matchup. Alabama is dominating Georgia right now. Alabama's up 30-7. Uh, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't expect this. Um, Georgia just can't get anything going offensively. Now at the end of the first half, they started to get a drive going. So the game's not over yet. You got to play all 60 minutes. But so far, Alabama's doing a really, really good job. Jalen Miro looks flawless out there. You can tell that he's very, very confident in this offense. And you got to give credit to Kalen Moore. He's scheming up the offense that fits Jalen Miro. Um, he's utilizing his legs, and it's hard to defend. He can take off at any time, but he's also passing the ball downfield. Passed to a lot of different receivers as well. So I'm gonna just read off a stat real quick. Georgia has a total of 178 yards so far. They have 98 yards passing, and they have 80 yards rushing. So rushing wise, they're averaging 7.3 yards a rush. So that's really, really good. That can be dangerous for Alabama in the second half if they don't get that bottled up. Like I said, Georgia's a team. They're very, very physical, and they can come back in this matchup. So I feel like Alabama needs to calm down a little bit, and stop the penalties. The penalties are starting to pile up at the end of the game. You got to clean that up, definitely. They got to get rid of the penalties. I feel Alabama has 343 total yards offense right now. That's scary for Georgia's defense. I didn't expect Alabama to move down the field so easily on Georgia's defense, but they got to get that fixed, if they want to win this matchup. But this offense is very, very hard to defend, and Georgia's basically getting embarrassed out there. I hate to say it, but they got to get something going. Like I said, they did get the offense going a little bit at the end. So Kirby Smart is one of the best, in-game, adjusters. But we're going to see in the second half, we're going to see what he does, defensively to try to slow down the Alabama offense. And offensively, they was able to, like I said, put some drives together. So we're going to see. Like I said, Alabama's kind of stepping on their own toes. It could have been, instances where they could have probably scored again. But you got to give credit to the defense. The defense made some good plays. Jalen Miro didn't throw a pick. He threw the ball, and I think it was C.J. Dupree, or it might have been Josh Quay. It was one of those guys. The ball was a little bit behind him. He bobbled the pass, and Georgia was able to get a turnover. So, but they wasn't able to put drives together, from that point on, But we're going to see. It's a long game. Things can happen. But Alabama looks scary right now offensively. Alabama's had the ball for 18 minutes. Georgia's had the ball for 11 minutes. I'm not to say 12 minutes, 11 and 58 seconds. So Jalen Miro, like I said, he has 186 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Like I said, that 1 interception with the ball snapped by the tight end. He also has 9 carries for 106 yards. So with 2 touchdowns on the ground. So very, very hard to defend, man. And I'm just being honest. There were instances where if he had kept held the ball like in the RPO, he probably would have got more yards rushing. But so far, I like to see the Alabama, get the running back some more carries, let them establish the run a little bit. They can do that, man. It's going to be really, really tough for Georgia. But one of the things that Georgia's doing really, really good right now, they started cross-matching their wide receivers, getting them, kind of like in trips a little bit, trying to trip up the DBs. So they had some success. I expect to see that going forward. And ETN was able to get a couple of yards on him. He has 61 yards on the ground right now with a touchdown. Arian Smith, he has 64 yards with 3 receptions. And Carson Beck has 98 yards on 17 attempts with 2 interceptions. So he looks kind of shook out there. But we're going to see if he comes down in the second half. But very, very interesting game. It's a shock to me. I thought it was going to be more neck and neck, but Alabama got the lead early, and they look good, flawless. They look flawless on offense. But we're gonna see in the second half. I'll make a video with the end and result of the game. Thanks, guys, and roll tide.